Hello, and this is my first video vlog. My name is Micah, and I am a genderqueer androgynous person of the kind of male persuasion. I don't know. I haven't really figured it out, but I guess this is what these vlogs are going to be about, is me figuring it out, my identity. But first, let me do an introduction. My name is Micah. I attend Boston University. I'm not afraid to say it. It's a great institution, I guess. But I'm an international relations major, so international politics, international issues of GLBTQAI rights. That's really something that I want to do when I graduate, which I'll be graduating in May, which is really exciting. So I hope that this vlog covers, my entire senior year, or something I can look back on, and something that can really help people who are going through the same process. So I wanted to start off my first vlog with something that I have just recently gone through, and it was my name change. My name change came about because I started feeling really uncomfortable, more uncomfortable than I used to feel about my name. And I never really liked my name to begin with. It was always really like something that I felt was really detached from my soul and myself. And it never really fit me, I thought, especially in the past couple years being in college and realizing who I was and really like reaching outside of my comfort zone and figuring out a lot of different shit. So I chose the name Micah, not for any really particular reason, just because I actually had been going through a whole bunch of naming websites and seeing which one was the perfect fit for me. I started out with androgynous names, and that didn't really go so well because they're kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, if you have an androgynous name, that's great, but it's just like none of them fit me. So I looked more towards the male names and found a couple that I liked and really narrowed it down and really tried to see which one fit me the best. I asked some advice from some people and really just wanted to get the best name that I could. So Micah it was. And actually it means, it's a Hebrew name, and it means who is with God, or something like that, but I'm not religious. I'm actually atheist, so I guess that doesn't really matter. So I wanted to talk about the naming process because it was something that I had been racking my mind about for like a really long time, something that really like I felt was necessary to identifying me, but not necessarily the be-all, end-all. And I'm going to quote a little bit from the Tao Te Ching. Basically, the Tao Te Ching is, if you don't know, it's a spiritual text supposedly written by Lao Tzu in China, in ancient China. I learned about all this in religion class last semester. It's a spiritual text that teaches you how to be one with the world and the cosmos and yourself, and realizing that everything is not eternal, and we're not going to be here forever, and things aren't going to be here forever, and it's just becoming one with and being harmony with the world around you. So there was a quote that he said about names, and I will quote it for you. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. And the nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. So once something becomes nameless, it is the synthesis of two worlds, heaven and earth. It's the synthesis of our entire world coming together when something is nameless, because names can't really give the essence of something. So I can call something, a desk or a chair, but it doesn't really give its essence. It just gives, one essence of it, one type, one side of it. But it can be anything. A desk doesn't have to be a desk. It can be a chair. It could be anything. It could be really anything that you want it to be. So basically, that's where I was coming from. But so yeah, I don't know. Names are not eternal, and they're not something that should have to define us. But unfortunately, in this reality and in this modern world, it is something that needs to be. We need to be defined by names. There are 6.3 billion of us, and if we're all nameless, then that's kind of confusing. But yeah. So the naming process coming out as Micah has been really an emotional roller coaster. I've actually been dealing with it for the past couple of weeks, and it's fun though. It's actually really cool having somebody affirm your name and like telling you and like justifying to you that okay, they accept you and they support you, and they're there. They're going to call you by the name that you want to be called by, and that's really been the best thing for me. Um, I actually just sent out my letter to a whole bunch of my friends yesterday, and I drafted this long letter talking about being genderqueer and identifying as that, and they really reached out and they supported me, and I couldn't be more happy with that. And yeah, I guess the last people I have to tell is my family, but that's a different story. So I guess um, yeah. Um, yeah, that's about it. Oh, also, one more thing. I'm going to do some self promotion here. I'm a rapper. You can find me at myspace.com/rappersteph. That's RAPPERSTEPH. And now I know you can all figure out what my legal name is. But yeah, so go to that, enjoy the music. It's a lot of political conscious hip hop, really derived from people like Common, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, and even people outside the hip hop arena. Jenny Lewis from Rilo Kiley, anything that you can. It's a really a mix, an eclectic melding of my influences, and it's not even just musical influences. It's also life influences, going through the day to day struggle of being a genderqueer person, being a queer person, being a person of color. So I hope that you check it out, and I hope that it reaches your earbuds and reaches your mind, your soul, heart, your whole body. So yeah, cool. I'm out.